Hey everyone, how is it going today? Happy Monday. And it is the last Monday in January. Yay, we made it through the first month of 2021. And I think for the most part, we're all still in one piece, right? Hey everyone, hello. So, if you don't know me, my name is Jen and I own Stardust Wanderer Tarot. And I am also creating a deck with Seven Stones Publishing, who also publishes the Cartomancer magazine. So go ahead and hop over to my Instagram page and sign up for the Kickstarter updates. It's moving along. I can't wait till I'm able to actually show some images. I'm like so excited. I just gave my artist... or actually I'm giving today 25 more card descriptions. Like, we're getting there. It is, creating a deck is a process. It's a process. And you have to be very patient because basically your artist is creating 79 pieces of art for you. And I'm hoping you guys can hear me okay, right? So we have to give them that space and let them do their thing. So, and then I just kind of write descriptions as I get the cards. So, and then we just kind of put it all together and boom, a deck, right? But it takes a couple years too. Hey everyone. Hey Double Scorp, how are you? So today we are going to go ahead and do our Tarotscope for the week, and then wanted to talk a little bit about astrology too, because there's a lot of stuff going on this week in the cosmos. So we're going to chat about that. If you want me to pull a card for you at any point, just go ahead and put it in the comments what you'd like me, your question, or what you'd like me to pull a card for. And I think too, I think we're going to talk a little bit about auras today, reading auras and just all that fun stuff. So without further ado, hi Saphira. All right, I'm going to use the Housewives Tarot today. I haven't pulled this out in a while, so I figured why not, right? And those of you that, if you don't have this deck, it's like a little recipe box. Like it has all the little like cards for the major arcana and the minor arcana and stuff. And it's super fun. I don't have it separated out because I'm always pulling at different decks here. I want to just make sure. They actually have like recipes on the cards too. So this is for Madame Marlena's Mystical Martini. That's a way to start off a Monday. Hello. Then we had Divinated Eggs. I don't think I actually ever looked at Icebox Fortune Cake. Right? Super fun. This was clever. So anywho, let's see what we got here. Get all this business out of the way. And we'll give it a shuffle, right? Isn't that so much fun? And it says here, like a recipe box too. I guess this deck belongs to. And the little instruction booklet. Look how cute that is. Love it. I love when it's clever like that. So we'll give a shuffle here. See what we have for the week. Hope everyone's doing good. It is freezing here. I actually have 2 pairs of socks on right now. I'm just saying. It is like 1 degree out. And I am the biggest wimp in the cold. Not gonna lie. All right. Hey, Becky B. All right, so we will start right at the top as we always do with Aries. So what do we got for Aries this week? Aries, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Well, we are, yep, New York, that's me. Yay, yay. Okay, Aries, Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so what are you starting this week? What do you have cooking? What's on your plate that you want to get going today? Or this week rather, right? So we're kind of moving out of that corporate Capricorn energy rather. So that's like the CEO of the zodiac. And then now we're moving into Leo. So then that's that fiery, I want to be seen and do the things. So whatever you started at the beginning of the month, now's the time to kind of push it along. And what are you going to do to be seen, right? Next we have Taurus. We have 2 of Pentacles. So lots of homework energy, I guess we're starting off the week with here. So to Taurus, it's all about balance this week. You may be feeling like you're being pulled into a couple of different directions, but you got this. So that may just be taking a couple of steps, saying no to a couple things, and that will help you kind of work on that balance and kind of help even you out for the week. So don't be afraid to say no, and it's all about balance. And, you know, sometimes to have balance, you know, we're just kind of moving along and we're just trying to, you know, juggle all of the things, but that only lasts for so long, right? So then we have to go ahead and readjust. So that's what you need to do this. You're readjusting, Taurus. All right, so for Aries, another Pentacles. All right, 5 of Pentacles. You know, and this kind of is leading into, I just want to look at this card. Oh, this is funny. I love these cards. They just make me laugh. 5 of Pentacles. Again, you know, I feel like it's almost pulling from a little bit of the Taurus. We're in Gemini now. Deep breath, Jen. Deep breath. It's been, you know, it's just been that kind of morning. So I'm rushing ahead and I'm telling fortunes for who knows who, right? No, this is for Gemini. So Gemini, you need to get that to-do list cleared this week. So I think for you, I would like you to work on the little things. Like, what are those couple doctor's appointments you need to make? What are, you know, what are the light bulbs you need to change? So I feel like by clearing off some of that, that will really help your week to go a little bit smoother. So let's look at the little tasks that you've been putting off, but now it's time to go ahead and get them done. And that was for Gemini. So next we have Cancer. So Cancer, Ace of Swords. So swords, thoughts, you know, it's the air, everything floating around up in your head, right? So this week, I feel like for you, Cancer, it's learning to kind of delegate instead of taking everything very internally. And say somebody does something really ticks you off and you just keep quiet and you just kind of sulk on it a little bit and what's wrong with that person, right? This week, I think it's a good start to kind of stick up for yourself. I think it's time for you to stick up for yourself a little bit. And, you know, we could do this gracefully, right? We don't have to be snarky or anything. You know, and usually when, you know, that's our gut reaction, but we definitely need, you know, I think Cancer for you, it's just taking that minute, thinking about what you have to say, but make sure you say it. So definitely say it. So that's what I have for you, Cancer. So Leo, we are moving into your full moon. So let's see what we got. We got Queen of Pentacles. All right. We could do this, right? So Queen of Pentacles, right? Being the queen of your house, be the queen of your work, just of the things, right? So it's time to just kind of be in charge, but not like the king and, you know, being really, you know, strict about things. More about just being, you know, empathetic, you know, and being like, all right, guys, let's get things done. Let's organize. If you're in charge of people at work, if you are in charge of people at home, or pets. Although we like to pretend we're in charge of our pets, but they're really in charge of us. So, you know, we can just all just live in that little bit of a delusion. So again, just be you know, set down some ground rules, but be empathetic and consider the other person's feelings this week. Okay, Leo? Next, we have Virgo, 5 of Wands. Busy. You are busy this week. You have lots of things going on. So go ahead and start really checking off the big to-dos for you, Virgo, and think about trying to do it in a way that doesn't burn you out, right? Virgos, you want to go, you like to organize, you like to get all your ducks in a row and keep going, right? But for you, you know, yeah, do what you have to do, organize your things, but also remember to take some time for self-care. So self-care is super important. Yes, we're gonna Amber, self-care while doing all the things. So next we have Libra and King of Pentacles. So now King of Pentacles. So we had the, you know, the Queen, but now we're into the King here for the Libras. So Libras, you know what? It's time to put your foot down, start delegating some jobs out and being like, listen, we have to get X, Y, and Z done this week. You need to do this, you need to do that. So don't be afraid to give jobs to people and not do it all yourself. So that is what you have this week, Libra. Next we have, oh my gosh, look at this. The High Priestess, look. It's the syrup. I love that. Oh gosh. These are just so fun. They really are. So, so we have the High Priestess for Scorpio. So Saphira, right? You're my Scorpio, right? Somebody may be coming to you for guidance this week, or you may see that somebody may need some help. So you're that person. Offer that help. Be of assistance to some people this week, especially if you see that they're struggling, or even too, maybe somebody you haven't heard from in a little while, or you haven't maybe even seen around on social media or whatever. Maybe reach out to them and see how they're doing, and just kind of, hey, how's it going? Is there, you know, just thinking about you. Is there anything I can do to help you? So High Priestess, Scorpio High Priestess, go ahead and give out your things. Give out your good advice this week. Yes, you're a double Scorpio, right. All right, so, trying to do the wave thing, and sometimes it just doesn't let me. So who are we at here? We're at Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, what do we have for you this week? We have the 5 of Swords. So, you know, with all this energy, hi, the Story Medicine, with all this energy going on, I think especially this week, Sagittarius, it may be time for you to just kind of take it down a notch and not pay attention to people around you as far as if anyone is ranting about something or just putting out like yucky vibes. You know what? You don't need that. So you're just going to take a day and you're like, I'm going to not pay attention to any of this crap going on. I'm going to just do my thing. So for you, Sagittarius, you keep on keeping on. Do your thing. Don't worry about all the other stuff going on. All right. Next we have, this is kind of how I feel every day with the dishwasher. Look, that's me constantly filling the dishwasher, especially with teenagers that are home. Hey, Culver Brandy, how are you? So for Aquarius, all right, 9 of Pentacles, you know, this week you're got all your stuff going on. You're kind of, you know, you have your dishwasher full. How about we use the card, right? But how are you going to present that? You know, how are you going to bring that out in the world? Like, what are you showing the world? I think that's what I'm trying to say. I was going another way, but then the cards had another idea. So I feel like this card for you, Aquarius, is how are you, or Capricorn, this is Capricorn. How are you showing up in the world this week? And, you know, you have all these things that you may know and that you do, we don't need to, you know, you don't need to show them all the stuff you do, right? Especially like a lot of us, right? We are energy healers, and we do this modality and this modality and all of them, right? But we don't have to necessarily, you know, if they know us, they know that we do these things. So we don't have to be like, hi, I do this, and give a laundry list, right? You just be like, I'm here. This is what I do. I'm here to help. So I would definitely think about that, Capricorn, this week. Hey, there, Chandeli. All right, so we are actually on Aquarius now. So Aquarius, oh, this is fun. Queen of Cups. Look, she's got her really big hand and her drink going on there. So Queen of Cups for you, Aquarius. And, you know, we're kind of like Aquarius season now. So you're just like in your element. And you know, we have, like I said, we have a lot of things astrologically going on this week. So for you, I'd really like you to just kind of be the queen of your emotions, like kind of keep things in check, you know, watch what you say or what you're doing. And really just be in charge of that and be in charge of how you are presenting yourself and how you are talking to others, because they may be looking for some empathy. And so this week, that's something for you not to worry so much about yourself, but also how you can help others. So use that Aquarius energy and help out the people. So next we have Pisces. Also too, if you want me to pull a card for you, you could go ahead and put it in the comments. So last but not least is Pisces. So Pisces is Knight of Cups. Look at look at that. Oh my gosh, how fun. So Pisces, you know, you're feeling like you want to kind of go off the rails a little bit maybe. You just want to have fun and do all the things, which is fine and which is fantastic, but don't overindulge. Try to keep it in check and still have fun, still do what you love, but don't overindulge. So that is something for you, Pisces, to think about this week. And that concludes our Tarotscopes. And it looks like we have a question. Let's see. What do the ancestors want me to know right now? Okay, the story medicine. What do the ancestors want you to know? That's a good question. All right. So we have strength. You are smarter than you give yourself credit for and stronger than you know. So make sure to tap into that. And also, don't forget it. You know, you got this. You have all the tools you need and you are strong. Just like these scrubby pads. Look. They're like Brillo pads. You are strong. That was a good one, actually. I really like that one. Hi, hello. All right, Brandy, Culver Brandy, yes. I will pull a card for you. All right. Brandy, Page of Cups. So the page is kind of like the teenager in tarot, right? So, or, you know, or the smaller, you have the little kid, right? So make sure that you are really thinking about where you want to go, how you want the situation to play out, and not get lost in the emotion of it. And really weigh out your options that you have. And remember that there are, you know, there may be others involved and how the situation may affect them depending on your decision. So that's what I have for you, Culver Brandy. All right. I think that was it, right? Did I have any other questions? No. Okay. So yeah, so we have that. And like I said, if you have any other questions, go ahead and throw it in the comments. But I did want to talk about too, this week, so actually today the moon is moving into Cancer, and so our emotions may be kind of very fluid, you know. You may be feeling one way this morning, and then later on you're feeling completely different about a situation. So that's something to be mindful. You're very welcome. You know, with this, you know, this week it's just got so many things going on with it, and it's Cancer is very much a home energy. It's that home body, you know, taking care of your house, you know, your family, and all those things. So, you know, and that's even taking care of your memories too, right? It's just kind of that all around, like, you know, Cancer in a way is like a big hug. It's just everything in your house, in your home, in your life that you're feeling right now. So a good way to connect this week is maybe sharing memories with somebody, maybe looking at some old pictures, you know, maybe connecting with some family members you haven't heard from, you know, reaching out to them and seeing how they're doing. That's always good too. And then in a couple of days, actually, actually tomorrow, I keep thinking today is later than the 25th. So tomorrow, the sun is in Uranus, the sun squares Uranus. And so that is tomorrow's a good day to keep an open mind. You know, when the moon is going to still be in Cancer at that point too. So keeping an open mind, again, that emotional, you know, responses to things, you know, there may be some unpredictable things popping up in your day. So again, you know, none of this stuff is really to like make you worried or anything like that. It's really just to kind of be mindful of it, like to be paying attention to what's going on. What do you got, Becky? Oh, hi guys. I see a couple people. Let's see. I don't know how to ask, but scared about work. We'll let you frame. Okay. All right, Becky B. How about we go with what in your work environment do you need to be mindful of? How about that? Let's see what that brings us. All right. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. So that is that work and home. I don't know how hard came in there. So Becky B, you know, I feel like right now you are just really feeling all the feels about it right now. And it's something that you need to really start taking charge of how you want this situation to go, how you want, you know, as much as you can anyway, because I know sometimes obviously with work, we don't have full control over it, but I feel like once you really decide what you want and how you want it to go, it will also clear the path for you so that you can see exactly what it is like you want the end result to be. So I feel like, you know, instead of being worried about it, start making plans and start really deciding how you want it to look. Okay. Okay, Orange Creamsicle Queen. That's a cute name. I like that. I could pull a card for you. I'm hoping to move this year. Okay, so let's pull a card about your move. Let's see what we got. So we have the Three of Wands. So for me, that means that there's definitely some action going on and it's going to be some teamwork, but you can do it. You can, it may take some work. You might have to do some, you know, get down to the nitty gritty of things, which may be, you know, financial stuff, work stuff. And don't let that keep you from moving forward though. Like work out what you have to work out so that you could clear the path for you to move where it is you're gonna go. All right, good luck with that for sure. All right, so we also have the full moon coming up. And if you guys want a card, just let me know. We have the full moon coming up on Thursday. And this is the full moon in Leo. So Leo, again, is that energy. You're very welcome. I'm talking too fast. Sometimes I talk too fast and I trip over myself. But I'm going to drink my tea to my hedgehog. He gives out free hugs. Although I do have a hedgehog. His name is Simon, and he doesn't really give out free hugs. He actually is like, leave me alone most of the time anyway. Unless I'm giving him treats. Then he likes me. Let's see. Oh yeah, full moon. Yay. So Leo rules the heart. So that, think about that as we come into the full moon on Thursday. And the full moon is a great time to release things so that you have room to bring new things in, right? So what can you release from your heart? What are things that have been weighing on you that you don't need, that you can't change, that may be from the past? Think about those things. What can you let go this Thursday? And when you work with the moons, you have 3 days before and after to work with them. So it's really whenever is good for you. So what can you release from your heart this week? Think about that. Maybe, even journal on it. Like, what don't you need? And a lot of times if you're like, oh geez, I have no idea, just free write. Think about that. What can I release from my heart? And just start writing. And it could be anything that pops into your head, right? It can start out making no sense at all, but when you go back to it, you're like, wait a minute. How did that pop up? What is this? And so that may be a great way to kind of subconsciously think of things that you need to release this week, Again, Leo is all about his energy. It's a fire sign. Yay, Amber. Hi. It's a fire sign. It's love and energy and bigger than life and all those things. So that is something, coming towards the end of the week that we have to think about, how are we going to do what we have to do? And, we can lead from the heart, but we don't want to get overzealous. We don't want to kind of get in over our heads with it either. So we also too, the sun will go conjunct Jupiter. So that's really nice because that is something that will promote optimism, luck. So this is like such a great full moon too, to get rid of all that stuff so you can pull in all these great things that you want to happen. So tons of journaling prompts there for you, and pulling cards, always one of my good options there. For anyone that just joined, if you want me to pull a card for you, let me know. And it's also a really good, a good lead into positive energy as we run into Mercury retrograde on the 30th, right? So, it's retrograde is always, everybody's like, oh no, and you have memes and they're fun and I share them because they're funny, but it's nothing to be scared about. It's a good time to reflect. These things that are popping up, why are they popping up? They're probably things that you need to really kind of work through and get rid of, right? So that's something to think about as well as you move into the retrograde season, and just really think about, okay, this popped up, or maybe you aren't having a great day. Why are you not having a great day? What steps can you take to make it better, right? Instead of just wallowing in it, we want to take some action steps. Because, that's a part of abundance, part of manifesting is taking action steps and gratitude. So, being thankful for little things that happen, and that really helps to move you forward, and it helps to kind of help, let go of things that you don't need as well, So, one of my friends and I, we always are joking around, something kind of we have to do that we don't love, or something's going on, like say, I don't know, say my car broke down, we're like, oh, we're so thankful my car broke down because now I get to stay home and catch up on some things, right? Like, you got to flip it around, and it's a habit. At first it's really hard to do that, but I'm always leading with humor. So if it make it funny, make it silly, because we don't ever want not so great things to happen, but they do. That's the way it goes. But trying to flip it and make it entertaining in some way, it helps, right? So I wanted to talk about too a little bit about auras. So I'm not sure if any of you ever had your aura read. Yep, all about the spin. Exactly, Amber. Because, sometimes some crazy things happen and you're just like, it's just so easy to just wallow in it and be like, oh no, doom spiral, right? It's all about avoiding the doom spiral. And that's facts right there. So that moves us into auras. The aura is, your energy field all around you. Some people can see them very easily. Others can feel them. Others can, depending on what, if you're clairsentient or, depending if you feel, if you touch, if you smell, whatever sense that you use to pick up energy, that's how you can sense an aura. They do have aura photography, which I've gotten done before, which is really cool. But that's also for your aura at that minute, like that moment. So that's something too, unless you're taking pictures every single day, which I know those are expensive, then, it's always changing, right? So, we are out in the world, and even online now, because things are a little bit different and we're inside more and home more. But even the internet too, that can affect your aura. And it's any of that stuff that from outside sources that you're absorbing, right? So if you're empathic, if you're not grounding well that day and stuff, you are just absorbing all the things and it kind of gets trapped in your aura. So some great ways to work with that and to really be mindful of that, because it's kind of like a big net almost. If you think like a big fishing net, and it's catching on all these things that you don't need, that aren't yours, because 90% of what is like coming into us really has nothing to do with us and is not our issue or problem, but it gets stuck to us because if we're energetic people and we work with our energy a lot, we can be open if we aren't grounded and, being mindful of it. And, I kind of feel like the theme of the day is being mindful, right, of all these things. So some great ways to work on that is before you go on anything internet related, even if you just go to check on Facebook and stuff, kind of set an intention like my aura is protected, nothing is going to penetrate my aura, and whichever wording that you like. You can use different crystals, of course, are always helpful with that. You got the black tourmaline, all of that, or you have the organite, which I do have one here. I have like this one cool one that I like to keep. It's got like Reiki symbols and stuff. And I keep that by my computer too. They even sell like the little sticker ones that you could put on your phone. So I actually do have it on my phone, like underneath the case. I'll do that too. And that's just for like the waves, because everything's putting off energy. Everything has energy, these, the cards obviously have energy because we use them for divination, but your pen has energy. So that's something being aware of and being mindful of is really important, because you can really control your environment and how you feel and how receptive you are to it as well. And another great way just to kind of clear out your aura is just to go outside and just stand there with your arms open and really just think about it. Like imagine like just that little ball of light, and it just expanding and expanding until it's out, right? Our aura can reach 6 foot out all around us. So if you just stand there and arms open, heart open, and just imagine that light just opening, and just that the breeze going through it, the sun clearing it, and having that intention is really good. And make sure to, call it back in when you're done, right back into your heart center. and take a deep breath and let it out. And that's a great way, especially on a windy day. Because you're just like, you could just imagine it like blowing all that junk out, and that really will help clear it out. So any type of grounding is good for that as well. And visualizations, like I mentioned. If you can't get outside, you can even just imagine, imagine doing that you are outside, or imagine whatever you don't need, grounding yourself, and imagining anything that is in your aura that you don't need or doesn't belong to you, just going down into the earth and being reabsorbed and being used other ways. So that is, just a couple of quick ways, when you're going out in public, before you get out of the car, before you even leave the house, put on a crystal, or again, set that intention of, I am grounded, I am safe. Nothing is going to penetrate my aura that I don't want it to. It's a great way to really help, especially if you're very empathic. It's a great way to really, keep all of that out. I mean, things will filter through, but still it does help a lot. So ways that you can actually start to work with your aura, are, meditations. There's tons of meditations to tap into your aura, which is really cool. And then also to, just by feeling the energy of your hands, and then feeling the energy of other objects. So, I always like to say, rubbing your hands together, right? And you feel the energy of your hands warming. And then, once you get them really nice and warm, and for me, I'm going to have to do it for a little while because it's cold in here. And then just slowly like open your hands and just feel the pull of it, and just feel, that is your aura. That is your energy working. And then as you get used to it, you could feel it expanding. Now I do Reiki and all that stuff. So this is something that, is a little easier for me to do. And really with doing that, it's all practice. You just practice. As far as seeing auras, right? If you do, it's good to practice with somebody else when you're doing this, or even just your hand against a white piece of paper. It's a lot easier to have like a white or really light background when you're doing it. And then it's just, close your eyes, bring yourself, relax yourself, and set the intention of seeing the aura. And then when you open your eyes, just stare at it and just let your gaze drift. And then, again, this takes time. And some people don't see the colors. They'll just feel it. Or they'll see it in their mind's eye, but they won't physically see it. So however you pick it up, take it. That's exactly what you need. And that's exactly how you see it. And it is real, and go with it, right? And so then you can move up and do it with objects. You can do it with people, pets. Pets are great because pets, they have so much energy, and they're very psychic just naturally. And it's awesome to kind of practice on them too. If you can get them to sit still, usually if they're sleeping, like that's something I always like. If one of my dogs are sleeping or something, then you can really try it there. So, all those things that's your aura, and that's what you pick up. So definitely try it out and see what you think. Another really easy way to do it too is doing it by your life path number. So basically you add up your numbers, your birthday. So my birthday is the 27th. So I add those up. So I have 9. And you can Google this and look it up. But it has, so 9 for me is my life path number. So bronze is my basic aura color. So this is like, I think they say it's like 95% accurate or something, or 95%. So that is that's like an easy way to do it. So that's something to try. And, if you want to put in the comments what your life path number is, later on, I can come back and tell you what your main aura color is, right? So with the aura and the color of the aura, there are definitely, each color obviously stands for something. So we'll go to bronze, and I have my notes here, so I'm looking at my notes. So with the bronze is caring, concerned about others, and generous, right? And there are positive and negatives to each aura as well, like aura color. So trouble saying no. It's kind of true. I tend to not, you know, I should probably say no a little more, but it's true. So that it's really cool, and it's actually pretty accurate. So like red is, you know, is that leadership color. You're inspired, you're inspiring others, you are warm-hearted. Orange is cooperative, harmonious, caring, down to earth, very intuitive if you have an orange aura. Yellow is very happy, enthusiastic, creative. Yellow is a very creative color. And we all have these colors in our aura, but some shine up more than others in people. So that's how we come up with like the life path number, that main color. Green, our healers are green a lot. When I did the photo aura reading, I had green everywhere. Like it was so much green. And that's healers, peaceful, trustworthy, and generous. So next, then there's blue. Blue is positive, enthusiastic, honest, sincere people. Indigo, nurturing and responsible. Yeah, and they're another one that have trouble saying no as well. Violet is spiritual. And when you have the violet too, the more spiritual you are and become, like that kind of gets bigger and bigger. So that's kind of a cool thing. Silver, you know, you're somebody that has lots of ideas. You know, they're kind of the dreamers. They're kind of always kind of up in the clouds a little bit there. Gold are the achievers. They're charismatic, like hardworking. They have potential. They are just the go-getters. Pink is determined. It is, you could be stubborn, a little bit stubborn, but financially successful. A lot of people with pink aura. So, I always feel like that's so interesting, that one. And then the bronze, like I said, is caring, concerned about others, generous. White, lacking ego, very wise, modest. Definitely haven't come across a lot of people with a white aura. I feel like I haven't gotten close enough to any like monks or anybody that are super, super spiritual, but I feel like they would probably have a white aura. And I don't know any. So one of these days, maybe I'll pull up a picture of it, because you can tell auras from people's pictures as well. So that is something that is a great way to practice that too. Practicing auras is doing that. And really, you can look at this picture and just be like, what is their aura color? And the first color that pops into your head, that's it. You know, you may not necessarily see like the glowing aura around them, or you may feel the color, you know. When I do readings a lot, I will feel colors, or I'll just kind of see them out of the corner of my eye, or in a card, they poke, pop up. So you have to trust your intuition with this and not overthink it. Oh yeah, not overthink it. And whatever that color is that pops in your head when you're looking at it, that's what it is. Like, that's it. Don't think about it and be like, well, maybe it's this. No. Trust your intuition. Very, very important when reading auras. So, I got a couple other colors here. Yes. Let's see. So there are 7 layers to an aura, just like the 7 chakras, right? So the first layer is the physical layer, and that's our root chakra layer, right? And that's the closest to us. So when we are thinking about the different auras, that's the one closest to us. So if somebody has an aura that is, maybe it's a little dark, maybe it's a little muddy, like a brown or something, having them work on their root chakra a little bit will probably help that out a lot too. So that's something, if you are doing that for someone else and you're like, the color that's popping up for me is maybe brown, or it's like murky, like a mix of other colors, but not bright, or the colors are dull, have them start by working on their root chakra, which is, again, grounding, Any red crystal is really good for the root chakra. Wearing red, eating red foods. That's something that you can really right away be like, hey, why don't you try doing this? And then you can come back and do it again and see if it changed for them a little bit. So then the next layer is the astral plane. And this is the sacral chakra. And this is where all the emotions are stored. So if you're seeing an aura that has like a lot of flickering, flickering colors that are kind of like all over the place, like they're not really, almost like staticky, maybe then they need some work on their sacral chakra, so suggesting that, that's something, and that's orange. So again, any orange crystals, wearing orange, eating orange, any of those things. Next, we have the lower mental plane, and that is the solar plexus. So that's where our reason is, our thought patterns, our mindset. So, and that's yellow. So if you are looking at somebody's, aura, and the yellow, they have yellow there, it's a very dull, or it's not opening up, or it's just like very small. That's something that maybe they have some emotions that they need to let go of. Maybe they have some thought patterns that aren't really healthy for them. So that is a great thing to work on. Again, solar, so we have yellow crystals, wearing yellow, all of that. And also journaling and just releasing, and it's hard too, because you don't want to be like, oh, hey, you have emotions that need to be released, so why don't you go do that? Of course you have to come at it gently and just suggest, maybe some journaling or things like that. And that is definitely helpful. So the higher mental plane is the heart chakra, right? And that's self-love, unconditional love, gratitude. So if you're seeing somebody's heart chakra, or if you're seeing the green, and it is either dull, or again, you have all the, a couple colors may pop in your head, but that one's really like the heart chakra is poking you for some reason, like what's going on there. Practicing gratitude, maybe have them write out 100 things they're grateful for, and have them work on it over a week. And then again, green crystals or pink crystals, green or pink, because those can kind of go both for the heart chakra, and see if that will help them, kind of clear that out. Then we have the throat chakra, or the spiritual plane, which is the throat chakra. And then that's just connecting with people. So if you feel like that is constricted, or you are looking and you see maybe the blue isn't like, again, dull or whatever, maybe suggest that they get together with some people that they know and work on, just talking it out and thinking about others and what they're doing. Then we have next is the intuitional plane. So that is third eye, intuition, dreams, spiritual awareness. If they tell you, yeah, I've been having all these crazy dreams, I don't know what they are, and if you look and you see that may be really big, so that like light color, the light blue or violet is really like, maybe that's like really big, and just be like, hey, have you been having crazy dreams lately, or things going on? You can always tell them to do some dream journaling on that, and grounding. Grounding is really good for that too. Then the last one we have is the absolute plane, and that is the crown chakra, and that balances and harmonizes kind of all of them. So if you see that, the crown chakra, like if you just imagine it like super, really big or smaller, again, that is kind of like controls all the other ones. So grounding, meditating, getting outside and earthing, putting your feet on the earth. Those are some great things to try too. And anytime you're doing any work with auras or any energy work, hydrating is super important. And that may be a part of all of that too. If you're seeing someone's aura and it's not really super strong, you may suggest that they hydrate as well. So that's kind of some things about auras that I wanted to share with you. And that, if you have any questions, let me know. And if you want to do your life path number, I can give you what your basic aura color is. So again, that's just adding up your birthday numbers. So mine's 27, so that's 9. But if yours is 22 or 11 or 22 or 11, that's what your number is. So you don't really want to change those. Those stay. And that's what I have for you today. Hey, Witch's Journey. If you want me to pull a card for you, let me know. And if not, I think that's what I have. I'll be back again next week at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern Time. And we will go ahead and go over our Tarotscopes for the week and whatever else I decide to chit chat about. If there's anything, actually, if you guys want me to talk about or get into, if there's anything that you wanted to learn more about, feel free to throw that in the comments as well, because that helps me out. If there's something that you want to know, I will gladly chat about it, because I'm, you know, I know all the things about all the things like witchiness, and if I don't, then I will find out and I will learn something new as well with you guys. Hey, hello. So that's what I have for you today. If you want to check out the Tarotscopes, go ahead and watch the replay when I get it up. And I hope you guys have a fantastic week. Happy new moon in Leo, and I will talk to you soon. All right. Thank you so much. Bye.